Welcome back to the workbench, and we are continuing to work on Rolife's flower shop kit build here. Last time we started, or actually I guess last episode, we finished up doing a paper rack, or what did they call this thing? They call it a storage rack. And then we just started to build out some furniture. We're going to do a chair, actually two different chairs today. And all we really got done yesterday is this seat. What is this? The seat cushion, I guess you would say. Now, in between episodes, I went ahead and got everything prepared so we can get all this stuff done. So I got all the pieces cut and whatnot. Now, I did leave one thing undone, so we had to cut 4 of these little dowels into what's going to become the chair legs. And then we sand a little kind of a point in it like you would have on a regular chair. I left one of those undone because I was going to show you how I was going about doing that. They provide the sanding stick in the kit. And all I did is I took the cut side, by the way. So we have one clean, one factory cut, I guess you would say. And then the cut that I made, by the way, I made those cuts with just a little hobby miter box and a little coping saw. Was able to make the cuts we needed. But I want to use my cut side. That's the side I'm going to sand down. And all I really did, I just hold the sanding stick, it's basically a fingernail file, just hold it flat. And then as I put this hand on an angle, keep that angle, and I'm just rolling it in my fingers. And then as soon as I kind of reach the end of the roll, like so, I just reset it, come back, get that same angle, and just roll as I sand again. And I'm finding that was the easiest way, doing the other 3, which I've already got done, kind of the easiest way, quickest way, I should say, to kind of basically kind of put a point on the end of these, like so. There you go. Can you guys see it? If I hold it over the black, maybe you can kind of see. Can you see it better in the face cam? Yeah, there you can see in the face cam that I've got a little point on the end of it, just to give that impression of, I don't know what you call that, like a chamfer or whatever at the end of the legs there. So now that's got everything kind of ready to go. So where we're actually at, this is where we actually finished, is here. And then I already cut the toothpicks down. So these are the toothpick tops they're talking about, and I already cut the dowels. So we'll just kind of set those up here out of the way for now. We just did the sanding of these. So now what we've got to do is make this little leg assembly. Now what I don't like, so this needs to be the tops of these need to be 15 millimeters apart. In other words, we've got to put what is essentially an angle of 15 millimeters, because that's where our leg tops are going to meet our cushion here. That's where you can see they go right in these little slots. Now, my question is, I wish they had made this to scale where I could just set them on top of that and glue it, but it's not. If you look, if I pull out my ruler, this is actually 1 centimeter, not 1.5, which is what we need. So I guess we'll try, what I think I'll do, since we don't really have like a template to lay it on, I'll just hold, let me get the flat side of my instructions. I'm going to lay my ruler here, and then I can just kind of, is this the best way to do it? I think this is going to have to be the best way, because I did actually measure this out, and it is 1.5 centimeters or 15 millimeters, or however you want to say that. So yeah, let's do that. And then we've got our little cross pieces that I also have already cut, and they don't really say, they don't say how high up these leg assemblies they go. So I guess it's just kind of up to us. I'm going to try to just put this, kind of lay it out. Let's see. I don't know. I really don't know the best way to do this. I wish they had, like I said, you know what I could do? Are these? No, they're not. Okay. I didn't know if my grid on my table was by centimeter or not. All right. So I guess we're just going to have to basically kind of somewhat eyeball it. I mean, I'm using the ruler to find the 1.5, but I wanted to get these angles the same and then get that straight across. But I think, I'm going to look at my camera aiming down. I think that's pretty close. So what we need to do now is actually get some glue on it. I'm going to stand up and look down, because that is not actually, I need to move this. I need to square that up a little bit. I'm just going to move it up. I think that's pretty good. Now, we've been using the glue that came with the kit, which is if you've watched any of the previous episodes, you know it's god awful. If you haven't watched any previous episodes, go check out the playlist. I put the playlist down in the description to make it easy so you can go find the other episodes. But we're not going to use this glue in this instance because I want to just make sure this gets glued together. So I'm going to use some Starbond, it's their medium CA glue. Also down in the description, if you want a discount on some good CA glue, go check it out down there. I've got one for Starbond for you. But I'm just going to put a touch of glue right here and on the other side. Just like that. I'm going to let that run down in there. Now I could give that a spray. Let me grab my accelerant I have here. The only thing is I'm gonna end up spraying my, I don't know how bad that's gonna be. And I don't want to spray this across the, I'm gonna try to go straight down, light spray, kind of ruining my instructions a little bit. But that, nope, and it didn't even get it to work. Whoops, that's what I was afraid of. Remeasure. I just want to make sure we have that 1.5. Yeah, we're there. I'm going to let that sit. I'm going to let it sit and dry. I think it's got it now. So what I'm going to do, is that glued? I think so. I mean, that's what we're going to have to go with. And what I think I'll do for the next kind of leg assembly, because we're going to do two. Oh, wow, I goofed it. Gosh, dang it. I can't believe it. So I didn't make sure my two pointy sides were on the same side. So let me clean this up. I'll probably just break that off right now. There we go. All right, so let's try again. Make sure you put the two sides we sanded that are pointy, put them the same direction. Kind of would make sense. But let me go ahead and measure that up again. Okay, man, this is not the easiest. Let me set this on an angle like that. Let's bring it in here. I'm going to stand up again because I want to try to get this all nice and squared. And I don't want one leg on a hard angle. I want them on the same angle that gets to the 1.5 for us. I think that's going to be. Yeah, I'd like it to be, I want it to look, there we go. I think that's going to work. I want it to be pretty darn close. I think that's going to work right there. So let's just do it again. I'm going to drop some glue. There might still be some accelerant here, so this might dry up pretty quick. Come on, glue. There we go. Tell you what, I'll give it another spritz because that didn't seem to really hurt the instructions too bad. It dried up pretty quick for us. Okay, I'm going to move that to the side now that we actually have it the right way. And then, like I said, I'll use this one as the template for the next one, or at least I'm going to try to. See if I can just set these on top. Move it back over here. Set them on top. Will I be able to, will that work? Or let's see, what's gonna be the best way to do this? I don't want to glue them together. So the main thing. I don't want to get these because I want these crossbars at the same level, at the same height. I don't want I want them to be the same. What if you know what I could do? What if I pull just a little piece of tape? We're figuring this out together, guys. I'm gonna put this right on top. Can I just put some tape on there? Kind of hold that in place on top of it, like so, and then do the other one the same thing. Will this work? I want to make sure we got the same. Everything's the same about them, same height, same angle, same everything. Okay, so that'll hold that, and then can I get this in between them? I don't know the best way to do this. I'm going to use my tweezers and try to go right on top of this one and make it straight. Okay. I think that's pretty close. I think that's going to work. And then I'm going to carefully, what I mainly don't want to do right now is glue the two leg assemblies together. I want to just glue the crossbar on this top one here, just like that. And then before it gets a chance to run too far, I'm going to spray it. And then we're going to hope we didn't just glue these two together. Let me let that dry. What are the odds? Oh, dang it. It's stuck to my finger. Okay, we're going to have to do it again. I'm always impatient. I always am impatient about it. Let's try again. Oh, wow, I got it. This time we'll actually let it sit and dry. I was just scared. I'm scared of this running down, catching the wood below. Okay. We'll let that sit just a second just to make sure I don't pull it apart again, because I've got to get this tape off. I guess once we see this accelerant dry up, that'll tell us that we're probably in a good place. And then that'll have the two leg sets put together. We'll put those, I guess they go, I don't know if it matters where they go on this side or this side, but then we just put a crossbar. Let me see, is this glued up? Yeah, so let's see if we can get this apart now. I don't know why I didn't leave a better tab to grab on this. That would have made too much sense. If I can get the tape apart, there we go. And this one, and then please have the two come apart. I think we glued them together. I was pretty sure that's what was going to happen. Let me see if I can. Oh, shoot. It was a good idea, I think. Pop them apart. Thought maybe I could get the... Oh, boy. I thought it was a good idea. Well, we're learning together, guys. I was afraid it would run down there and glue the two together. I thought I could cut them. I thought I could pop them apart here. There we go. Okay, that came up. Okay, that worked. I just need to get this one glued back on. Well, at least we've got this angle. Let me clean this up real quick. So it was almost a good idea. I probably can just put the two ends together like this now. Whoops, let's make sure we do it the right way. Re-glue it like so. Kind of put them together like that, maybe. And that should be... I don't know. I kind of want to try this again. I just want to make them exact, you know? I'm going to try it again. Clean this up. Yeah, I can see where it came, where the glue, it just went in between. So let me not do that. I think we'll have the same issue. So let me just try to do it this way. You know what? I'm just going to tape this to the table so it won't move around on me anymore. And then let's come in here and try to just line up these ends. But that's not it at all. Let me clean up the end of... Sorry, I keep standing up because I'm trying to look down on this. Let me clean up the end of this a little bit. Like that. Okay. Now let's see if we can get that to line up a little better. I think is that close? I think that's pretty close. Okay. Let's glue it before we lose it, right? Okay. I'm afraid that's gonna run. Now I think I'm gonna Oh, son of a biscuit. All right. I think I'm going to glue it to the table is the only problem now. Or at least to my paper there. Okay, the glue is still on it, so we should be able to. This has been more difficult than I thought it was going to be. I really didn't think I'd have this much trouble putting this together. One more try. I'm trying to put just a little, not overdo it here. And now I need to aim straight down at this. My aim is not good. I only missed by like 2 inches the first go. I mean, what can you say? All right, let's let that dry up. I'll move this one out of the way. I think it's good. I like it. Is this gluing to the paper? Of course it is. Let's break it free. Okay. All right, we've got some. Let's set that aside. We're going to let that completely cure over there. Move that out of the way. All right, that's got our 2 leg assemblies. It only took 15 minutes. Thanks for sticking with me if you're still here. I really do appreciate it. So now what we need to do is we're going to put these assemblies. Which way do I want to do them? I want to put them on this side, I guess. They're going to go kind of like this. This thing, if this chair actually sits flat, I will be just dumbfounded. Like if it doesn't, have a rock in it, I will be just amazed. Okay, so we're going to do that, and then I think the cross ones are going to go. They're going to have to go lower, yeah, because we want to kind of push them out, right? We want to, yeah. All right, so I think I'll actually use the glue that came with the kit for this, for gluing these to the seat cushion, just so that we have a little more time to work with. And it seems that this glue actually seems to work pretty well with this cloth material, because that's essentially what we're gluing to right now, where I rolled it up under there. That's good. I'm just putting a good dab of it in each of these corners, or in each of the spots where these go. Just like so. Okay, and then I think what I'll do is go ahead, kind of stick these in here, because it takes a while for this to glue. It's not like CA glue. It takes a little more time for these to actually glue up. So I'll have time now to work with trying to get these 2 cross pieces in here, which we want them actually on a lower, that's not square, but that's all right. We want them on a lower level, I think. And I think what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and use this glue again, because then I can just dip, where'd I put it? Right here? Yeah, I can just kind of dip these ends, each end into the glue, like so. And you know what? let me snag this with the tweezers. And then kind of come in, a little bit below, like so. And I guess try to make it as square, and oh, that's too high. I need to slide it down some, about right in here, I guess. That's okay. I don't know. I think once it's all done, I'll be able to go back and kind of clean it up some. Let's see now. Let's put this guy. Let's grab some glue like so. This glue is such a mess, is the only problem. Like so. I'm just putting good globs of glue on it. I think that's probably our best bet. I'm going to try to come down at the same height as the idea here. And now try to squeeze. Oh, wow, that's way crooked. Let me get this one. Let me get this guy. This is going to be easier said than done. Let me see if I can hold this side and then square up this other one I just did. And then hold it a little bit if I can. Just slid out. The hard part is keeping everything kind of together. I'm trying to just make sure everything is kind of square with each other. I think that's going to be an impossibility. We're not exactly working with precision stuff here. This one just seems a little long. I wonder if I cut it down. Every time you move one thing, the whole thing just kind of shifts and twists. What if I tried to just stand it on itself too? So that'll square it up, you know, like actually place it on the ground, try to square it that way. How's that doing? Can I, you know what I mean? Try to just, what if I set something on it to try to hold it? Is it going to come collapsing down like a house of cards here? Yeah, it probably will. But I want to try to hold it like, I want to try to keep it like this, like I'm pushing pressure down to keep and squaring it up for us. Is there something, how about just a little thing of paint, something a little shorter than that glue? There, I think that's kind of holding it all. I'm kind of looking at it from different angles here. I think that's got it all pretty well square. It needs a little, I'll need to clean it up once it's glued. You know what I might do? I might just drop, let me see if I can put just a drop of CA on each of these joints, just to try to strengthen them. I don't know what it's going to do with the glue that's already on there. Let's see. Because I can go back and kind of sand this all up if I need to make, you know, clean it up. If it needs it. I don't know if it will or not. Okay, I'm going to stand up and lean over. I'm going to get in the way real quick. Get the back side of these. The two back joints. Whoa. That was way too much. Now what I'm also going to do is wipe that. I put way too much glue on the back side here. In fact, I might try to just wipe up each one of these joints from the outside like so. I don't know. I guess it kind of, I wish it would lean like that a little bit. Let me see if I can hold it. All right, here we go. We're getting serious now. Oh gosh, don't break it. Don't break it. Don't fall. I want to get it held right in the place I want. Let's do that. Okay, I think it kind of is what it is at this point, right? I mean, it's a chair, the start of a chair, I suppose. Yeah, it needs a little bit of cleanup, but I think that's okay. All right, let's move on. It's only taken 20 minutes. I could have in this amount of time, I could have made a real chair. I'm pretty positive of that. Let's move this glue out of the way. Now what we need to do is put the 4 toothpicks right back here like so. We're going to go back like that, and then we're going to put this top piece on them like that. Okay, so what's the best way? I think this actually kind of works. Let's use this glue because, again, it gives me some time to adjust these guys. And what I can do, I'm going to very carefully dot that in the end there. There we go. And then set it in place back here. Grab another one, do the same thing. Set it in place. I think I'll put it on the far other side like that. And then let's do the ones in the middle. And again, this glue is giving me some work time. So that's why I'm using this glue and not the CA this time. Get over. there. The hard part is going to be getting these to kind of space out equally. All right, let's get this last one on there. And then I think we can try to do just that. Get in there. It's a little hard to place them. And my cuts aren't all exactly the same height. That's going to be a bit of a problem. So you lean over that way a little bit. Okay. Can you kind of see what we've got going here? Except that one's way short. How did that happen? You know what I'm probably going to have to do? Well, oh man, how did that happen? Because now when I try to put our cap on it, it's going to be, that one's not even going to, and then this one in the middle is kind of it's kind of tall. Okay, I'm going to have to, let's reassess this. Okay, I think what we're going to have to do, I'm going to grab all of these, put them equal together here. In fact, let's just hold them flat on the table, because these are, I don't know how these are so far different. Well, I do know how they're so far different. I mean, I did them. It seems to be par for the course, quite honestly. But let's see if I can hold these all flat like so. I think I can probably kind of just sanding off glue at the moment, but I think I can kind of sand them the same length, hopefully, is the plan. We've got one that's really long and then one that's a little short. And I'm not sure how that even happened. Yeah, these two are long. We really have two long ones and two short ones. Let's see, these don't actually sand very well. By the time I'm done with this process, these are going to be, minuscule because I'm going to have sanded them all the way down. Hold them square. Yeah, I wonder if I can put the two long ones. What I think I'm going to do is take the two long ones. They're just barely longer now. Put them on the outside doing this number, and then the shorter ones on the inside, more straight up. I think straight up and down. I think that will be the game plan. So let's try again. Get all the strings of glue out of here. All right. I swear this glue is awful, but I think it's going to serve the purpose of what we're doing. Okay, which were my long ones? Which were my short ones? Get the glue off of it. These are the long ones here. Okay, so let me do the two middle ones. I think it makes more sense to put the middle guys in first. About right in there. Oh, great. Which one was the short one? This one here is the short one. I think about right here. We'll kind of split the middle there. Like so. Okay, and then put these two longer ones, on the outside, kind of shooting out. And I think that'll give us the length to be able to kind of give that effect, that look. And then I'll just claim that I cut them all different lengths on purpose. Okay, so we've got kind of something like that going on now. And then this will sit on top, and I think that's actually going to be pretty good. So how am I going to do this? Let me see if I can just kind of touch the tops of each one of these without moving them too much. Like so. And then we want to catch the two outside ones. And then bring the middles in to meet this guy up top here. And then let me look at it from this way too. I want to make sure we're squared up this way. Okay. Okay. I think it's a thing. Let me kind of give a little bit of gap on the outsides there. There we go. Look how that looks. What do you think? Looks like a chair, kind of. Actually, the only thing I need to do, I need to move this one. Can I slide this out just a little bit? Just this one. Seems the gap's a little different. Okay. And then I'll have to go in and again clean up glue because this glue is just awful. But I think it basically looks like a chair. I think the back is kind of small for it, but I mean it works, I suppose. Slide this in just a little bit. Okay, I don't want to work it too much because it's starting to actually dry up now. Okay, well there's a chair. Let me know what you guys think. I think we made a chair, a singular chair in 30 minutes. Wow, yeah, these take time. At least for me, they do. You know, kind of struggle with it a little bit, but I think that's gonna work. It's gonna be a chair. We need to do another chair, but I don't think we're gonna have time today. I mean, that took 30 minutes by itself. You know, what we probably, what I might do, we've seen a chair made. This one's basically just a stool, so it won't have a back, and the stool part of it's basically made exactly the same way, just using this black wire. So instead of using the wood dowels, we have black wire that I've pre-cut. So I'll probably just go ahead and put this stool together in between episodes. And then when we come back tomorrow, we can build the table and maybe some of these shelves here. We'll try to get that done tomorrow. I don't want to run too long. Sometimes these episodes seem to be running a little long, probably longer than what you guys like. So I'm going to try to keep them more in the 30, 35 minute range. And we've got, I think we did something today, you know, it's a chair. So thanks for joining me. Let me know what you think about the build down in the comment section. Leave me those comments, hit the like button, subscribe, you know, all those things you do for YouTube. If you would, do those for me, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.